Beautiful Day was the first single from All That You Can't Leave Behind. It was a sort of mission statement of purpose for U2 going forward into the 21st century. We wanted it all balls to the floor, guitar chords out front and a killer riff. Beautiful Day was a great way to start that tour, to start that album.
Stuck in a Moment was written for our friend Michael Hutchence, the singer in INXS. On stage, Michael seemed like the most confident man in the world, but off stage, I found him just the most sensitive of people. You know, he might have been too sensitive. He felt things too deeply for his own good. Could have done with some more armor, you know, for his heart and his mind. Each of us has at sometimes been stuck in a moment we can't get out of. I guess that's when you need your friends and family to help you move on.
Elevation was one of those songs that was fine as a recording, but really needed an audience to come to life. On that tour, we walked on stage with the house lights up and went into Elevation, and the place would explode. It was a song the band and the audience could sing together, as the best ones always are.
This is a song dedicated to the Rohingya people, whose human rights have been so persistently and brutally denied. This is Walk On.
Kite is a message from a father to his children, that they each have their own destiny and they're going to be okay without him when he's gone. It's a tough thing to tell a child, and in a way it's a tough thing for a parent to accept, let alone express, that our sons and daughters will have lives without us and beyond us. Joey Ramone was a truly great singer and such an influence on the way I sang, that this next song was the last song he heard before he departed this world is a great, great honor. The song came from a really playful place. We'd all been out the night before. It was a bit of a big one. I had a little hangover. I thought of it as a love song. Brian Eno always thought it was a gospel song. I guess he was right. It's certainly that Saturday night, Sunday morning feeling. This is In a Little While.
Wild Honey is a sort of nod to Van Morrison's Irish soul music, a straight-ahead love song with perhaps just a suggestion that true love transcends time and circumstance. It's kind of a seventh inning stretch amid all the deep thoughts. This is Wild Honey.
Peace on Earth was inspired by the Omagh bombing in Northern Ireland in August 1998, an attack that killed 29 people and wounded 220 more. The intention was to destroy the Northern Irish peace process, the Good Friday Agreement. It didn't work. We know that to achieve real change, we must turn away from demanding an eye for an eye. That's a lesson of Gandhi, Dr. King, of Mandela. Sometimes it's hard to live up to their example.
When I Look at the World is one of those U2 songs that seems to have come from each of us and also from somewhere else. We played it in the studio as if we had always known it, as if we knew where it was going. We were following each other, and at the end we arrived at something that had not existed before, with no clear memory of how we got there. Daniel Lanois played the acoustic guitar. This is When I Look at the World.
New York was built out of a drum pattern Larry came up with. Brian Eno and Dan Lanois added some sonic effects, and then the band sort of free associated over the top until it just came together as a song. There is the city we know, and there is the city of our imagination. That's the story of New York, shaped by, the movies of Martin Scorsese or the songs of Lou Reed. No matter how big you think you are, New York is bigger. Grace is an idea that we've talked about a lot in U2. Grace in the sense of a gift from God, of enlightenment and forgiveness, and also grace as a natural ease, a way of walking through the world without being corrupted by the world. There's an idea in Scripture that to the pure all things are pure. Nothing that comes from the outside can make you sinful. No illness, no brutality, no poverty, no abuse, no insult, no cruelty. Not where you were born or what caste you belong to or how much money or education you got or didn't get. Those are all things that can be left behind. When the riches of the world fail us, we need grace. We need grace at all times.
Our good friend Salman Rushdie wrote a wonderful book about rock stars as manifestations of mythical gods, a subject we found it very hard to identify with. One of the lyrics in Salman's novel was so good that we decided to set it to music. This next song first appeared in the film The $1 Million Hotel, but now it is on the All That You Can't Leave Behind album. This is Ground Beneath Her Feet.